Hi teachers, this is Adelaide Jones, and today I'm going to talk to you about how I check in with my students daily. I teach in the 7th and 8th grade, so this is ideal for 4th grade and higher. You really need to have a bit of a vocabulary in order to understand this, or at least know how to look up words that we don't understand. And this is appropriate all the way through adulthood. I use this personally to track my own emotions, and it really helps. So let's get started. If you purchase this on Teachers Pay Teachers, this is what you'll get. And the video that you're watching right now will be right here, so you always have it. This is the Wheel of Emotions that was originally created by psychologist Robert Plutchik, but we adapted it a little bit for the middle levels. So in order to get to the quiz, as teachers for the first time, you're going to need to click on this link, and that will force you to make a copy of the quiz, which is how students will actually check in. And this is what you'll get. It looks like this, and I know there's a lot of sections, but I promise it's not that intimidating. Well, I'm going to show you what it looks like in the student view. Okay? And keep in mind, you can edit the text anywhere you want. If you don't want it to say daily check-in, you can certainly change that. Here we have our Wheel of Emotions. And as you can tell, we have our primary emotions on the side: bad, fearful, angry, disgusted, sad, happy, and surprised. From there, we get more specific, and there are usually a middle layer, which word best describes how we're feeling. And then from there are always two choices to get even more specific. And again, students might not know all of these words, they might not have the vocabulary, but this is a great opportunity to teach them how to look things up online when they don't know what it means. All right, so we start, they have to put their first and last name. I hope if I spell my name right. And then which word best describes how we're feeling today. I'm feeling happy. From there, it takes me to another page. And I do it this way just so it's not so many questions at once, which can become overwhelming for students sometimes. So which best describes those happy feelings? I'm feeling content. Which best describes how you feel? I'm feeling joyful. There we go. And now we get into our basic needs check. And our basic needs check is to help students understand the relationship with how they treat themselves and how they feel. For example, when students start to really practice this, sometimes they'll be like, Miss Jones, I'm feeling really irritable today. And I think that's because I stayed up until 3 a.m. playing video games and I didn't get enough sleep and I haven't been drinking enough water. They're able to put those things together that they might not have before. And as teachers, we absolutely need this as well. All right, so first question, when is the last time you've had a meal more than just snacks? How much sleep did you get last night? Did you drink enough water in the past 24 hours to be healthy? How productive are we feeling today? And then we have best thing you've seen today. And I love this question because it's a way to incorporate gratitude without actually saying, what are you grateful for today? Because 8th graders don't really want to answer that all the time. I don't want to answer that all the time, but I can tell you something beautiful that I've seen or something cool that I've seen in the past 24 hours. So it's just a way to reframe that in a way that's more friendly for kids. And then lastly, anything else you want me to know or your teacher to know. And then students will enter that and press submit. And then that's all they have to do. On our end, we're going to have responses over here. I click on the responses and I can see how my people are doing generally. This will lump everybody together. Or you can click on this thing right here that will open up a spreadsheet with all of this information. And I know it's a little hard to read and maybe it's kind of cumbersome, but it's not so bad. We have our timestamps over here, which I think are great. So this is how I take attendance. If they stamped in at the right time, I know that they were here. And then you just kind of scroll over and you see how they're doing. And yeah, you do have to do a lot of scrolling. What I recommend that we do is freeze the columns. So to do that, you're going to click on the A, press Shift, click on B, and then go up to the top to view, freeze, and we're going to say 2 columns. Now we can scroll over and still keep the name. Another thing that we can do to make this just a little more pleasant to read, click right here under the X and then go up to Format. And we're going to click Alternating Colors. And then over to the side, we have a few choices. I like this one. And it just makes it a little more pleasant to read. One more thing that you can do to make it even better, go ahead and click on that spot right below the FX again, and then come over here to this little bar thingy with the arrow and then 2 lines. It's called text wrapping. Click the down arrow and click the thing in the middle that says wrap. That way you can see these things a little clearer and you know what's going on. So that's just a way to format it real quickly, and you don't have to do that again. I wish I could do that for you on my end, but it just doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, you have to make those changes yourself. Okay, so now if you want to actually put this in your virtual classroom, this link, you click on it and it goes to the quiz, which would be great for students. You can absolutely do that. You first have to remove my link. Otherwise, it's going to make students make a copy of the quiz, and that's not going to do you any good. So remove that and insert your own link from your own quiz. So you would find that in the send, and then right here, send via link. So you would copy this and you can put it on your image by, like I said, remove mine, and you remove it by pushing this button right here that says remove link. And once that is done, you can press Command and K at the same time, or Control and K is what most of you have. Control K, and then press Control V, and that links in what you just copied. I was copying something else. I didn't have the link copied there, but that's how you do that. Hit apply, and then you have an active hyperlink, which is really cool for students. So yes, you can take this directly to your classroom. These are 2 separate things, like the tripod and the wheel itself. If you want to collect both of those at once, click on one, press Shift, and then click on the other. And then again, you can do your Control C and Control V. All right, I hope that helps you, and I hope that you're able to connect with your students and understand how they're really feeling with this tool. Please let me know if you have any questions. Please like and subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you. Bye.